The Rod of Asclepius. Asclepius, also known as Ophiuchus, the snake-bearer, has shocked the astrological world in recent times, as NASA has placed it as the 13th sign of the zodiac, confusing everybody of what horoscope column to read. The significance of the space agency's attempt to popularize Ophiuchus in the modern day does give the impression of a renewed recognition of the ancient god of medicine. The story begins with his father, the sun god Apollo, and his mortal mother, Cronus. Apollo fell in love with her and she got pregnant. Cronus was in love with another mortal. The secret affair enraged Apollo. He sent his sister Artemis to kill Cronus and her family. Not wanting his unborn child to suffer, Apollo cut him out. Asclepius grew, learning medicine from Chiron the centaur. Later in life, Asclepius became such a great physician, he brought the dead back to life. Hades accused him of stealing his subjects and complained to his brother Zeus, who struck Asclepius with a thunderbolt and killed him. Zeus placed his body among the stars as the constellation Ophiuchus. From the 5th century BC, the cult of Asclepius became popular, and around 300 Asclepions were built around Greece. Asclepions were healing temples, with non-venomous snakes frequenting the grounds. They helped as pest control, as well as the healing rituals. Patients would sacrifice offerings to the gods and spend the night in the temple. Any dream visions would be reported to the priest, who would prescribe appropriate therapy by process of interpretation. The Rod of Asclepius and its connection to the underworld can be seen in a similar counterpart, the caduceus. The origins are from Mesopotamia, where the god of the underworld, Ninshizida, was the first to be associated with the symbol, which is also seen as the tree of life that can be taken as reference to DNA, the building blocks of life. There are two others associated with the caduceus, that is Mercury and Iris, the rainbow. Both messengers of the gods that were the only ones who could go to the underworld and back. The caduceus is associated with commerce more than medicine, and the idea of exchange of energy in between the worlds is practiced in yogic traditions, perfecting the science of cultivating the subtle energy to empower the physical, allowing better communication between the mortal and immortal parts of ourselves. The physicality of this dualistic union of male and female is how we pass our DNA in the form of a child. This allows a paradoxical immortal bond to the mortality. Recently, the rainbow goddess Iris has been venerated by the NHS. Children have sent messages of hope by painting rainbows for everyone to uplift the spirits of the nation. The darker side of the rainbow is illustrated within the movie Eyes Wide Shut. The theme of the movie is based on occult sexual practices of the world elite. Throughout the movie, Kubrick visualized the subtle Kundalini energy charge when in a state of sexual arousal. This was done by having camera glares, making subtle rainbows. The subject of sex magic makes me think of an example we all can recognize in modern day. who has had a long history of working for the elite in the media and the NHS. There is also rumour that he practised necromancy in the Stoke Mandeville mortuary. My point is, we can't honestly trust the media and the NHS, or we are doomed to repeat similar mistakes.